Hey, my name is Valery. It sounds a little unusual for an American, right? My mom is Ukrainian, and she insisted on the name. But I grew up here, in the States, in a very, very modest neighborhood. When I watch Hollywood movies about how people live in California, I always want to laugh. My American dream looked different. It smelled like Big Mac sauce and machine oil. My biggest dream, my absolute why for everything I did, was a car. Not some new Tesla or Corvette, no. I dreamed of an old, reliable Honda Civic, or maybe a 10-year-old Toyota Camry. Something that would start in the morning and get me to work, instead of forcing me to freeze for hours at the bus stop. In my family, money was always tight. My parents worked hard, but it was always a struggle just to pay the utility bills and buy groceries. So, as soon as I turned 16, I realized, if I wanted a car, I had to earn it myself. My first job was, of course, McDonald's. My family jokes that I can make the best burgers in the city. It was the day shift. From 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., I stood by the fryer or at the register, breathing in that sweet fast food smell and smiling at customers who were too tired to smile back at me. The pay was minimum wage, and I quickly realized that a dream like a car would take years to save for. But I didn't want to wait. I wanted to feel that freedom now. That's when I found the second job, the night shift. It was a local factory that manufactured some kind of plastic parts. The work was monotonous, hard, and dirty. From 12:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., I stood by the conveyor belt, checking quality or packaging finished products. Silence, the clanking of machines, and sometimes the supervisor yelling when someone nodded off. This was my daily schedule. 9 a.m., got home, quick shower, tried to sleep a bit, if lucky. 2 p.m., woke up, grabbed a bite. 3 to 11 p.m., McDonald's. 12:30 to 8:30 a.m., the factory. Saturday and Sunday, the factory. Often double shifts. Within a month, I was a zombie. I often confused where I was, and I almost put French fries into the plastic boxes. My hands constantly smelled of either frying oil or machine lubricant. I never saw my friends, and my only interaction was with hungry customers and grim factory colleagues. But every time I felt like I couldn't take it anymore, I closed my eyes and imagined it. My future car, the one I would buy myself, with my own honestly earned money. When I got 2 paychecks, one small, one slightly bigger, I gave my parents a small part to help, and the rest I put in an old cookie tin. I never bought anything extra for myself. No movies, no new t-shirt, no unnecessary can of soda. 18 months passed. 18 months of Big Macs and plastic. One morning, after the night shift, I came home and poured the tin out onto my bed. Cash. A lot of dirty, crumpled, but mine cash. $3,800. It was enough. I found it on an old website. Read, a little beat up, a 2005 Honda Civic. The seller was nearby. We met. He stared at my pile of money for a long time and asked if I was sure. I said, more than. When I sat behind the wheel, it was the most amazing moment of my life. I didn't just buy a piece of metal. I bought time. Time I wouldn't have to spend on buses anymore. I bought freedom. I still work at McDonald's in the factory because now I'm saving for college. But now, when my shift ends, I get into my old, loud, but my Honda, turn the key, hear the engine rumble, and drive home. And sometimes when I'm driving on the highway in the morning, feeling tired, I roll down the window. The wind hits my face, and for the first time in a long time, I feel like this really is my American dream. It's not perfect, but it's real, and I earned it myself. Would you like me to create the next part of Valery's story, maybe his first day of college or a funny factory mishap?